Hi friends, my name is Rupesh. I'm currently working as a senior associate in AT&T. I have been graduated in 2023.
Cool.
Yeah.
Rupesh, coming to our main talk. So this video is all about its hiring procedure. So just imagine yourself and just give a brief, procedure about this AT&T hiring procedure. So how many rounds were there and how were the questions? So just give a brief talk on about it.
Sure. Yeah. Actually, AT&T started hiring freshers from past year, and internship is actually they came to college for internship, and they have come to only few colleges. I mean, you can't apply for internship through outside. Basically, like it has to come to your college to get into internship. And coming to the hiring procedure, we had an initial round which consisted of MCQ questions and coding questions.
Okay.
And in the MCQ round, there were aptitude questions and computer basics. And there's a catch here. There was negative marking in the
Okay.
aptitude section and the computer basics one. And coming to coding round, there were 2 questions given. Those questions were based on DSA, basic DSA questions.
Okay.
And after that, we were shortlisted to interview. This was both technical and HR together in one interview. Yeah.
Cool. So putting spotlight on the first round, Rupesh, as you mentioned, it was an assessment, right? It has MCQ plus coding questions.
Coding questions.
So discussing on this MCQ kind of question. So like how were the questions basically, Rupesh? Is it kind of, basic mathematical solving problems, or is it a snippet and, guess the output of given snippet, such kind of questions? Like how was it basically?
Coming to MCQs, like those were intermediate questions only, like based on work and time.
Okay.
And like, right, general aptitude questions.
Okay.
And as you mentioned, there were a few snippets as well.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
Those were, you can do it easily.
Okay. Any English comprehension based questions? Fill in the blanks, get adjective.
Yeah, also even those were included.
Okay.
I mean, grammatical questions and correct the sentences.
Okay.
Filling the blanks, and guess the correct spellings. Those.
Okay. So do you remember the platform, Rupesh? Like on which platform were you writing? If you remember, you can mention it.
No, I don't remember.
Oh, the camera was on, right?
Yeah, camera was on.
Okay, so how was the pattern, Rupesh? Is it like section 1 or section 2? Like once you are getting done with section 1, then only you can go to the section 2, or else you can come back and answer later. Like how was it platform?
No, you can come back and forth. Yeah, there's nothing.
MCQ. Okay. Coming to the coding questions. So how are the coding questions, Rupesh?
Coding questions, like those were intermediate level. But those are based on DSA, based on linked list and those kind of questions. Like you could do it.
Okay. So
sorting kind.
Coming to languages option. So how many language options were given? Java, Python, any else? Anything?
Yeah, like almost all. We had Java, C, C++, Python.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So difficulty level, is it kind of intermediate coding question?
Yeah, it was intermediate. I won't say it was easy and not difficult. It was okay. Yeah,
intermediate. All right. So coming to, I guess after shortlisting, next was the interview come HR in this interview.
Yeah, interview come. Yeah.
How many days it took to get the result, Rupesh? Assessment result?
It took around 1 week, I guess, if I'm not wrong.
Okay. Mode of communication, is it through mail or is it telephonic call? How was it?
Actually, I got mail from placement team.
Placement. All right.
And after that, I got mail from AT&T.
Okay. So coming to the mode, Rupesh, like how was the interview went? You need to go to the center, or is it on online mode? How was it actually?
No, it was virtual.
Okay.
It was virtual mode only. And
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I just wanted to say it was virtual.
So how was your interview experience, Rupesh? This is our final question. How was your interview experience?
Yeah, it was a great actually. I mean, I felt a bit frightened in the beginning, but then it went on smooth. And coming to the interview, more focus was on our project and on coding questions. They even asked me to share my screen and code for the questions. And coming to my project, they asked like, how is it, like what's your team, like what's the count of your team, and what you have contributed to it, and what's your real-time use, like have you used it outside. Yeah, focus was on those. And apart from coding and in project, questions were also asked on networking concepts and SQL database concepts.
So you mentioned that they suggested you to share the screen and code in front of it, right? So what kind of questions were there, Rupesh? Like they had given some scenario you need to code, or a question was given and you need to code. Like how was the question?
No, yeah, the scenario based questions, like they haven't mentioned anything as such. Basic general questions like Fibonacci and list of prime numbers. And they asked me to code without using Python functions. Like for finding maximum of numbers, don't use max, or for minimum, don't use min. Without using max min, they asked me to code it. Basically, the concept was you shouldn't use any functions and code for it. Yeah.
All right. So any talk on situation based question, Rupesh? So they'll be giving a scenario situation, like if you are a teammate, a team lead, if some of the person is not working fine, so how you gonna deal with that kind of question?
That kind of, no, I didn't face that kind of questions, but they asked like after, in case if we hire you, like what are the areas you're gonna focus on, and like are there some problems like where you wanna like share your ideas on and work on it. It was that kind.
Cool. Then any these kind of questions, Rupesh, where you say after 5 years, 10 years, kind of.
Yeah, those were there. Those were there.
So how did you answer to that question? Just here what we are trying to say is how you to that question. How did you answer to that question? That's it. If you remember, you can answer it.
Yeah, I said that, ma'am, based on the project and like according to my technical knowledge, I'll try to work on it, and definitely if I find opportunities, I'll try to improve my knowledge and see myself in a better position.
They convinced it. Did they get convinced?
They were. Yeah. And basically,
good.
My interview laughed after it.
Yeah. But did they ask what do you know about our company, kind of question?
Yeah, they asked me to share about AT&T, like what you know about AT&T. So I said that it's a networking company, like one of the largest networking company in US, and I shared few points about it.
So yeah, guys, a small add-on from my end. If you are going to an interview, okay, if you are preparing technical wise, it's totally fine. But make sure that you know everything about the company. If you are possible, just try to understand what are its clients and what are the domains it is working and what are the latest contribution in the globe. So that much information makes sense. And before
actually sorry, go ahead. That information is important. Usually, sometimes they expect you to know about the company. I mean, the thing is, they want you. They have projects related to those, right? So they want to test your knowledge based on the company. I mean, what you know. So that's important.
Cool. So this was all about the interview procedure, right? HR you also mentioned.
Yeah.
So like how many panelists were there, Rupesh? Is it two? One guy will be asking, one will be HR. So how was it?
Two panelists were there, but only one panelist asked questions, interviewed me.
So guys, before jumping to our job description talk, if you're not a subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon and subscribe. And we also have Telegram community group. Link is given in the description. And jumping to our job description now, Rupesh. So what was the eligibility mentioned in the GD?
We didn't have a GD.
I mean, 10% job description, 10%, 12% kind of.
JD, okay, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
So what was the eligibility, like percentage will be there, right? 10% has to be 70%, 12% has to be 70 more, kind of. Did they mention?
Yeah, it was, they mentioned it. For engineering, it was above 7 and above 7 CGPA. And for 10th and PUC, above 70%.
Okay, so coming to engineering, no backlogs, huh? No backlogs were allowed?
No.
So, putting spotted on your job profile they offered. So, what was the profile they offered to you?
It was 10 to 13, in between 10 to 13. LP.
No, job profile name. Is it a software developer?
No, see, actually, I mean, the job profile was given as technical intern. Like after I got converted, I got to know it as senior associate. Until then, it was just a technical intern.
Cool. Then. So coming to
Yeah.
package, you mentioned it will be range between 10 to 13 LPA for a fresher.
Yeah.
And putting spotlight on a stipend and internship, can you talk on that? So how many months was there for the internship? Can you talk on that?
My internship was for 6 months. Like initially they said it was for 6 months, and it got extended for 1 more month. So internship was of 7 months, and coming to stipend, it was around 40K
Per month, correct?
per month. Yeah, per month.
So what was the mode basically, Rupesh? You need to go to the office and then perform the intern or like work from home? How was it?
Yeah, we had hybrid mode, Akshay.
Okay.
We had to go 2 days to the office,
Okay.
and rest it was work from home.
So is it using your own vehicle or is it cab facility? How was it?
No, cab was provided. This cab facility as well. Yeah.
Cool then. So I guess pretty well we have covered everything. Last but not the least,
Yeah.
any suggestion to audience, Rupesh? Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Like any freshers or students who are preparing for the company, right? Usually try to gain more knowledge on networking concepts and different operating systems as well. Like we in college days, we don't focus much on Linux and those. But when we come to industry, like Linux is an important skill. So try to explore Linux also, and try to know some network troubleshooting tools, and and also know rather than coding, also get to know about different tools which are used in the market. That would really give them a good start and help build confidence.
Cool then.
Yeah.
We have covered everything, right? Anything else before ending the call, Rupesh? No, right?
Yeah, no, Akshay, I'm good. All the best for those who are preparing.
Cool. So yeah, guys, in upcoming days, if you get any update from Rupesh, definitely we're gonna do extension of this video, like part 2, part 3, like that. So Rupesh, yeah, man, really appreciate you for taking time and joining us, giving insight about
Yeah.
hiring procedure. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, thank you, Akshay.
And
Thank you for time as well.
pleasure, man, pleasure. And yeah, guys, this is all about today's talk. As I mentioned, if you're not a subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon and subscribe. And I will be attaching Rupesh LinkedIn profile in the description. You can just connect with him. And Rupesh, thank you once again, man, for joining us today.
Thank you, Akshay.
And yeah, guys, this is all about today's talk. See you in the next video. Take care.